Hello, friends. Welcome back. It's good to see you. This has been a super exhausting year, right? We're almost done with month two, but we're doing it. It's also eclipse season. In lieu of that, I've decided to share a mindfulness practice rather than a ritual, but all things are uh, as you choose, right? What do I mean by that? Well, as we navigate eclipse season, there are big feelings that might arise. There are new transformations taking place. And so, a big lesson that a lot of astrologers will share, or a big thing that astrologers might mention, is the need to not do ritual. So, we're not doing ritual today, but instead, we are going to be doing a little mindfulness practice. And I'm going to be talking a little more about my work with mixed media and how art can really be a channel. There is no Google Slides for this. There is only you, me, and the technology that has brought us here. So I do want to encourage you as I speak, if you want to gather your supplies, your mixed media supplies, we will do a quick just dropping in and being present with our supplies. Because even though the churning emotions and changes of the sky are taking place, it doesn't mean that we are just, I feel like we need more light. Just to stay devoid of all things that are magical, right? In these strange times, it's important to, of course, slow down, recenter, and work intentionally. So, one thing I want to share, and of course, I'm doing this without Google Slides, so this might be a little conjumbled. But listen, witches, I know you feel me. I know you understand where I'm coming from. And so my hope is you will hear and receive this in the way that it's intended. But in these strange times, art doesn't stop being a good modality of transmutation. In fact, it's even more necessary. But as an artist who's also neurodivergent, working with materials that can soothe me has become a really big part of my journey with art right now. This is like the most important aspect of my art practice is how does it support me in the moment. So for me, sometimes stitching onto pieces of canvas. I'm letting the canvas that I have, old canvas from art studios I used to work at, like Art Bash Studio in Savannah, Georgia, or Painting with a Twist, these places that have surplus supplies and then maybe canvases that need homes, right? So I've been using the pieces on the canvas to influence some abstraction. So cutting them out, then gluing them down, or stitching around, and then adding acrylic on top with a technique where I pour paint on, put plastic on top, allow it to dry naturally, and it creates abstract forms, and using those abstract forms to then infer how I navigate with oil paint. And of course, some stitching on top of the canvas is influenced by the actual paintings on the canvas themselves. The inspiration for me, the sense of it, the thought behind it is allowing circumstance to guide and then allow myself to respond with curiosity. And curiosity is not our word of the month, but it is a word I want you to tap into, especially in the hardest of times. because it is easy to give up hope, but it is much more engaging to see what is before us with curiosity rather than fear, right? Of course, that's not always possible, but in art, that certainly is. That is the magic of art. And mixed media, specifically for me, has become the modality of transmutating the feelings of intense hopelessness or uncertainty around next steps, what to do. This work is tangible. This work is physical. This work is repetitive. It's a ritual in itself because I have, yes, dear, because I've been using it. My cat's here. Using it as a self-soothing tool, a tool to help me explore with curiosity, with surrender, and then lastly, a deep practice of listening. So seeing how the paint has moved on my canvas that I've cut out and stitched and allowing that to influence how I paint it, right? And this is just one. All three of these are just little pieces of the whole. And of course, if you're curious about my process and more detail, of course, let me know. I'd love to share. But what kind of started this journey with mixed media at this moment was this desire to find a tool of soothing. And then in seeing where we are as humans with AI, how do I as the artist revolt? By making physical art. At least that's how I'm viewing it, seeing it, feeling it. Physical art, mixed media art, something that cannot be replicated by a machine. So even the imperfections of what I do are sacred marks of my human experience, right? Like this is just what it is. A human expression and a deep feeling. So part of my journey with these is not always knowing what to do next, but kind of starting with just the first step. That is what feels good, what feels nourishing in this moment, and having faith that the process will reveal itself. I have been on this process in different ways, with different media. Well, I'll say media, but different paintings, stitching. Of course, right now, what I'm showing you is very figurative. It's not very abstract, but it's all related, right? All these pieces, including the little ones I'm sharing with you, they're all a part of this picture that is revealing itself. And I want to share again, this love for intuitive art is a reminder that we are here to receive the message, to be in process with it, to be a part of it. Not to simply create something as product, but as human experience. So today, I want you to intuitively grab some supplies that feel good to your heart space. And just take a moment to lay them out in front of you. Allow the materials, whatever they may be, whether it's just your sketchbook and some pencils or some random things that are just sitting in your room. Take a second, pause the video, grab them, bring them, and allow yourself to just kind of be present in your workspace with me and your art materials. Now, mixed media is what has been soothing my soul, what soothes your soul, what channels your experience, your feelings, and your desires, even if that's just clawing at purpose, meaning, or resolution. Whatever it is, there's never a wrong answer, right? That's what we want to kind of engage with. There are no wrong answers. There is simply what we need, and simply what feels good, what nourishes. So take a second to bring your pieces together. Allow them to sit with you for a second. Loosen up the shoulders. Especially if you've been holding it in all day. Let's do it together. Breathe in and bring the shoulders to your ears. Breathe out, let it go. Let's do that a few more times together. Shake out the head. Just be here for a second. I want to thank you for joining me in this moment. It's not long, I promise. But thank you for also letting me share about my process. That really matters to me. And I hope it inspires you or it's interesting. But in this space of between eclipses and this strange in between, perhaps all we need to do is listen, to receive, to feel, however deep or shallow or hard or joyful, and be with that. Your connection to art is so sacred and so unique. And I just want to remind you that there is always something to be done, even if it's only scribbling on paper. How sacred can that be? I think it can be very sacred. Placing your hands over your heart, take a deep breath here. And let it out. Now take one of your hands, friend, and just place it on your art supplies. Feel them under your fingers, like you feel your heart within your chest. Just be here. You don't have to do anything yet. Just notice and feel. It's so hard to do sometimes because there's so much else happening. And in this moment, take some time to give yourself some gratitude, allowing the eyes to close if that serves you. Or just simply observe your hand over your materials. Giving gratitude to yourself, your heart space, the space that you're in, and the tools that you have to express this human experience in all of its ways and its facets. Take a moment here to simply be. being with gratitude for this time, even just moments of recentering. Moments of hope. Take a deep breath here. Let it out with a sigh. Release that gratitude into the world. Just allow yourself to open up the eyes or find some movement, touching either yourself or your art supplies. Get sexy. I'm just kidding. Maybe. Feel into what feels right. I feel like in this eclipse season, we're really being asked to surrender, to deepen our connection to our own emotional bodies, our own understanding of the world. We can stay soft even when the world feels hard and cruel. Allow yourself to do whatever you want because just moments of stillness matter. At some point, make sure to light a candle for yourself in your creative practice. Maybe make an altar if you haven't, to your creative self, to your child self, to both and all. But yeah, these have been heavy days. But I want to thank you for your support, for being here with me. Please don't stop making art. We need it now more than ever. Amen. Until next time, I love you, care about you. You matter. Your art matters. Your voice is important. And I'll see you soon.